the hotel accommodations, the address, phone numbers, and all that of the hotels. They post that online. You find that out at the same time we do. You can, if you don't already know it, make tuition payments directly from the onboard site. Some fundraising information is available on there. We'll spend more time later in the meeting talking about opportunities here. Learn about the destination and the interactive study guides. If you need help with the passport process, there's information on there about that. Updates, reminders, and then any kind of forms that you might need that we're asking for can be located on that onboard site.
And to just jump in for a second, and he's going to go over that on this slide, but you need to have your delegate ID number, and it should work for you to set this up. And it's called 800 number if there's any problems at all, but it normally just prompts you, and you should get on there. But I know there were a couple people that were having a little difficulty.
If you don't know your delegate ID number, now if you remember when you came to the informational meeting here, we wrote down a number in your book. That is not your delegate ID number. So if you're trying to use that, that won't work. If anybody has a question about what their delegate ID number is, see Sharon or myself before you leave today. We can write that down for you. We do have that information in our notebook, or Brenda could help you with that as well. I think she's actually sitting by the notebook right now, but we have that information. You will need that to get on there. But this is what it looks like when you go to www.peopletopeople.com. It's going to ask you to select. You're going to say student ambassador. There'll be a drop-down menu in the upper corner. You're going to say student ambassador. It's going to say welcome to the onboard. So once you're logged on, you'll be able to navigate through various pages. Under home, that's the first thing that will come up. You will find important updates about the upcoming program. And this is where the next tab over says My Account. That's where you can look at the payment, your balance, make a payment, update that important personal information, change your password, or more. Now the Learning Center, students, nobody has all of them, do they?
No, we have several that have
Okay.
3 done.
Several have 3 done, but you will want to take a look at the guides and complete those certification requirements, and they take place at that Learning Center tab. They're pretty simple. You watch some videos, take some quizzes. It will prompt you to retake it until you get all the information correct. So I suggest when you watch those, kind of have a quiet, focus your attention on it. I wouldn't have Facebook on one screen and this on the other and flip back and forth. Just pay attention, get through it, and then take those quizzes. Otherwise, it won't let you stop until you get them all right.
I know several people have done 3 of the 8, and homework will be to do the first 3 quizzes. Those of you that have done it, it was, I think, Lilia, Lauren, and Eric. Somebody want to tell us how long it took you to go through and hear the information? There's usually a module that you listen to or a PowerPoint, and then they ask you the quiz. How long did it take you to do the first 3? Eric.
For all 3, it took you half an hour? Okay. Anybody else? About the same time? Lilia? About the same? Okay. So give yourself 30, 45 minutes to complete that. And we will ask for those first 3 to be completed before the next time we get together. But you can, if you want to be an overachiever, go ahead, finish them all up if you want. Under the Communication Center, that's where you can find out contact information for each other, read updates from the home office, watch videos, look at the schedules. That's where you'll find the forms and so forth. And under the next tab is funding. And we'll spend more time again on this later, but this will give you some additional ideas. I know some of you have already been there and started to take a look at that. And finally, the Travel Center has such information as our itinerary, packing tips, currency conversions, additional apparel and gear type things that you might be interested in taking a look at. So there is a lot on that site for you. Are there any questions about the onboard